Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Saw the new seasonal summons, and since I got some tokens, I thought I would do sort of a a budget version of summoning. So I'll do all my tokens, and then I got the two Goblin tokens. I'm gonna do them. So let's just go over the new heroes here. Timothy, average, boosts health 560. And boosted health, max HP, gets all allies get 20% attack, an additional 10% each ally casts a special skills. Up to 70%. Caster gets 20%. So I don't know. I think it's not anything special. I think he's very, very average hero compared to all the heroes that are being released. And I'm noticing this trend where event here, they use long events such as, spring or Halloween or whatever, they're not as strong as they used to be. I think it's because they're more obtainable, and I don't know if they're trying to avoid the same issue that happened when Krampus was released and they had to nerf him and whatnot. So I think they're trending towards making these heroes weaker than they used to. They're they're becoming, similar to the Hero of the Month. If anything, like they're a little bit of an upgrade from Hero of the Month, but not as good as the ones on those special portal that remain for just a few days. I think it's because they're more obtainable. So, I mean, to be honest, like this is not a very desirable hero. Maybe on Titans, maybe kind of decent, but again, I mean, if he's fast, I would say he would be decent, but with no cleansing, nothing else other than the boosting and some attack up. I mean, come on, man. This one, Miss Ethel, also an average hero, 600 damage to the target, and if the target had more than 40% health, it goes to another target who has more than 40% health. If none other enemy has more than 40%, the damage, I guess it targets a random enemy. Damage reduced with every consecutive hit. The caster gets minus 15 mana generation. I mean, I guess he's decent. The damage is pretty good. Again, I mean, he's average. I wish he was fast. He would have been great because, 600 is still a lot of damage, but there are heroes that are fast that does 600, just doesn't bounce off. So with this one, still average is not the best, but at least he's decent. Like he'd be decent. It's not as bad as the other one. This one I don't like him much. And Jasper is so shitty. I have three of them. I never upgraded them. Oh wait, that's a costume. So what does the costume do? Still slow. 1450 instead of 28. All allies 60%. So he's just a straight up upgrade. Like they're not even hiding it anymore. I I know. Look, I think SG are just or Zynga or whatever. Like they are dropping the creativity out of the costumes because used to be that costumes provided something really different than the original costume. But what they're doing now is they're just increasing the specials. They might tweak around with the stats, but the specials they're not creative. They're basically the same specials, but a little bit more upgraded. Like that's just how they end up. And I think just I don't know. I don't like that at all. So the new heroes are not good. Oh, they have an Archie costume this time with less damage, but even the stats are kind of exactly the same, but sort of 10% less with 300 damage instead of the 150 damage. Eh, I don't know. It's not that worth. And of course, they're not gonna feature him. They're gonna feature the shitty hero. I'm surprised yeah, they kept the costumes here, so nothing new really. I mean, this portal is kind of disappointing if I'm being honest. Like it's not good. Um, hmm. All right. So I'm gonna do summoning from this portal, and then I'm gonna move on to the Goblin portal, and then we'll summon there. All right, I'm just doing a quick summon. Yay, got Thorn. Who doesn't want Thorn? I know that Soul Exchange is coming soon, so I know which hero I'm sacking for sure. All right, nothing new. All right, great. And the Goblin, we already know of his coil. Rocket. He's fast. Target gets 330, minus 330 defense. Summons a Goblin explosive fiend for a target nearby. The fiend damage the enemy with 195% damage attack every turn. Explosive fiends absorb healing, disappears 20%. So 20% not a lot. When the goblin explosive fiend disappears after it's absorbed enough healing, the owner receives 1269 damage. Wow. And if you put seconds, 17 damage over 3 turns. So that's what, around 580, 570, something like that for 3 turns. It's actually it's actually pretty strong. And then you're talking about 195% damage every turn. It's pretty good. It's really strong. On a fast hero, yeah, it's very strong. Reminds me of that purple hero who gives these fiends an additional fiends to yellow heroes. I forgot what his name was, but this one is definitely a stronger version of him because even if you cleanse, you still get the burn damage. So he is strong, but I'm just kind of skeptical of how strong he would be because now with the new troops and whatnot, these heroes' health are just way too high. So this is the problem I have with these damage over time heroes. You need heroes that gives a lot of damage, a burst damage right away. But he still seems like a really good hero on paper. So Kato, all right. I wish I would get one of those on these summons, but I wouldn't. Anyway, that's pretty